Click on the subscribe button to watch more videos on my YouTube channel, and also click on this bell icon to get all notifications on your mail.
Hi friends, in this video I'm going to explain one of the basic tutorial in Catia part design workbench. This is the interface, and next I want to explain the in this sketch based features. On the sketch based features I want to explain stiffener definition and the solid command. I will explain this tutorial, and let's get started. After that, you can observe this is the different types of planes are observed on the left side: xy plane, yz plane, and zx plane. I am selecting the one of the plane on the sketcher and go into the sketcher workbench. I want to create the one of the profile over here to explain this tutorial, and go into the any of the profile you want. For example, these different types of profiles are there. I am going to the profile tool, and I'm creating the one of the rectangle type of object. You can observe on the screen. Want to give the dimensions, you can also constrain the dimensions with the exact. I'm giving the dimensions. For example, this is how much distance is there, 140, and this distance is 50 approximately. These dimensions are there, you can observe on the screen, and you can observe this is the 100. I'm deleting this. You can observe the all of the dimensions are constrained. This is 50, and I want to go into the exit workbench, and I want to develop the pad definition and select the object over here. You want to increase the thickness value, you can also increase. I'm giving the 50. For example, I want to give the 100 mm length and the dimension type 100 mm. You can observe the by using the pad definition I created this, and giving the thickness, I am not giving the thickness value, and click on the preview. You want to extend the option, you can also extend this, and see the profiles of the profile is created. The xy plane, yz plane, zx plane on the not in the center position. I created what I created, and you can observe the three planes are in the edge of that. How to create the stiffener definition I will show you. If the stiffener definition you can also create by the planes. For example, the stiffener definition, one of the plane is required. For example, I am selecting the one of the plane over here and go into the sketcher workbench. You can observe I am creating the one of the line over here to create the stiffener value. I am again clicking on the stiffener definition. You can observe the toggle invalid profile. Okay, I am selecting this profile. This is invalid profile. Before you should develop the stiffener, it should be in the middle position. The material should be coincident with the parallel and the perpendicular type of objects the stiffener will create. Then only the preview is not available, the OK option is also available. Stiffener definition is not possible by like this. Then after I'm deleting this, I will show the, for example, one of the plane you want to create to combine this object. For the plane, I am creating the new plane and select the one of the xy plane over here and go into the reference element and select the reference plane definition. You can observe the one of the plane is creating. I am creating with the offset from plane. One of the plane I want to create the reference plane. On the reference is xy plane. I want to give the distance to, for example, this is the 100 mm. I'm giving the 50 mm distance to the center. One of the plane is created. You can observe one of the plane is created, and click on the preview and click on OK. Then after I am selecting on this plane and go into the sketcher workbench. You can observe on that plane I am creating the one of the profile over here. You can observe this. See, the one of the profile is created on the middle by using the reference plane, and go into the stiffener. Then the stiffener is automatically, you can observe, you can increase the thickness value 50 mm, then 50 mm is possible. You can also increase the 100 mm also is possible. See, the edge is all totally combined with. I am giving the 25 mm, for example 25 mm I am giving, and click on, you want to give the thickness value to 10 mm, you can also give the 10 and click on preview and click on OK. This is the type of the stiffener. You can also give the radius values to this. On my next tutorial I'll explain the how to give the radius and some of the features. You want to create the multiple sections like this by using the reference element. You can also, again I'm creating the one of the plane over here. This is the select the xy plane. Before I explain the xy plane, I want to create the yz plane and select the yz plane and go into the reference element, some of the distance. For example, this is the 100 mm, I think so. I'm giving the 50 mm distance is there to this. I'm giving the 100 mm distance, for example, and click on preview and click on OK. On this plane, how to create this, and select this plane again and go into the sketcher workbench and select any of the profile like this. and you can observe the one of the profile is created, and go into the stiffener definition. See the toggle on valid profile is there. The profile should in the inclined position to the one of the angle. You should not do this, then the profile is not obtained correctly. I am deleting this. You can observe the profile. I am selecting the profile over here and go into the again the sketcher workbench. See, I am rotating this. I want to create the profile like this to intersect to inclined position, and go into the exit workbench over here and again go into the stiffener option. See what is the profile is created. The profile is like this. You can create the multiple type of stiffeners like this. This is the basic tutorial about the stiffener definition. You can also increase the thickness values, and the thickness one also you can give from the side, also from top. You should work on this, and you can also give the reverse directions. Also you can give the profile selection. This much is there in the stiffener definition. Then after I want to explain with the another operation is solid combine, and this is the solid combine. For example, solid combine is nothing where you want to combine the one of the profile section to the another object what you created the solid body. um, this solid combine is helpful to combine the solid materials. I will show this should require the one of the profile over here what you profile you want. For example, I'm selecting the XY plane over here and again giving the reference element and go into the reverse direction. You can also change the reverse from the 100 mm distance from the plane. I'm creating the one of the plane over here. You can observe the one of the plane is created. On this plane I want to create the one of the profile. For example, I am creating the one of the large type of circle over here. You can observe the one of the type of circle I created. You can observe the circle also. And next option is select the solid combine operation and go on to the profile. You can observe the first profile, first component, select the this one and click on S, and you can direction where is the direction you want. On the same direction you should select this. I'm selecting this I'm selecting the parallel two directions. The profile first and the direction, the profile first selection and the direction should in parallel, but the profile what you created it should be in the perpendicular to the what you selected. If you selected the both are in the parallel directions, the profile should not create. You can also work on this, you can understand. Then only I'm creating to the perpendicular to the materials, and go into the profile. What is the second component you want to combine the definition, and select the profile over here and click on preview, and you can observe the same what is the same profile you want. The type of profile you created you can observe. You want to create the cancel option. You can also decrease the dimensions over here. Constraint, you can also constrain this to some of the distance. For example, I will show the another. I'm going to the 100 diameter, for example 150 diameter circle, and click on the one of the circle over here. You can observe the circle, and next I want to create the one of the circle over. I will show the why you should create this. For example, I want to create the solid command profile selection and click on S. I am creating the profile selection. You can observe you have selected a profile should be direction you want to define it like this. You can asking, you can observe the it is an error, and go into the solid command again and select the profile and select the direction and select the what is the profile you want, and click on preview and click on OK. Like this you can create the profile. You can observe the profile is created like this. Like this you can create the different type of solid combine, and the stiffener definition can create the different types of materials like this, and that's it.